6. Today we are going to start the test. I have told you that we have many nutrients in our food like carbohydrate, fats, vitamins, protein, etc. So today we are going to learn how can we test the nutrient present in our food. Our first topic is test for carbohydrates in our food. Understood? Our first topic is test for carbohydrates. How we can test it? Let's see. The most common carbohydrate in our food is starch. What is the most common carbohydrate in our food? Starch. So we will give a test to detect the presence of starch carbohydrate in the given food item. If we have given some food item, we will find how we will find that carbohydrate in the food item is present or not by doing a following activity. I'm just going to tell you what we have to do to find it out. The presence of starch in our food item can be tested by using dilute iodine solution. Dilute iodine solution. And the word dilute means it is not pure. It's mixed with water. When we add water in any solution, it's became dilute. Understood? When we add little amount of water in solution, it's became dilute. Understood? So we add a dilute iodine solution to the given food item, then we find a blue or black color on the combination with the starch. If we drop a iodine solution of the given food item, if it's appear blue or black in color, it means the starch is present in that food item. So the food item which give us blue or black color on adding a few drops of dilute iodine solution will contain starch. Understood? On the other hand, a food item which does not produce any color, means blue or black color, on adding dilute iodine solution will not contain starch. If it does not change its color, means the food item does not change in blue or black color, it means it does not contain a starch, or you can say starch carbohydrate. Understood? The test of presence of starch in a food item can be performed as follow. Take a small quantity of food to be tested. Means the food you have to test, take it in a small quantity. Add 2 or 3 drops of dilute iodine solution to the food with a dropper. Use the dropper to drop a 2-3 drops of dilute iodine solution on the food item. If a blue-black color is produced, then starch is present in the given food item. If it's produced blue or black color, it means the starch is present in the given food item. Understood? In this way, we can find out the carbohydrate starch is present in the food item or not. Understood? Our next topic is test for fat in food. Test for fat in our food. The presence of fat is in a given food item can be tested on the basis of the fact that fats produce a greasy patch. Patch means dhabbe. Understood? Patch when rubbed on a clean sheet of paper. When how can we test the presence of fat in our food? We all know fat produce a greasy patch when we rub on a clean sheet of paper. जब भी हम clean sheet paper पे fat को rub करेंगे, then it produce a greasy patch. Slippy. Greasy means slippy. Slippy patch. The greasy patch produced by a fat on paper is translucent. What does mean by translucent? Translucent, when in any object light cannot pass properly, it's called translucent. Understood? Translucent. Translucent means when in any object light passes partially, means halki fulki pass ho, that is known as translucent. Understood? Which lets some light to pass through it when a paper is held toward a source of light. Since some light passes through it, a greasy patch appears to be a bright as compared to the rest of the paper. Though we can use white sheet of paper for testing fat in a food, but greasy patch appears more prominent on a brown paper. If we use the brown paper for test the presence of fat in our food, it will be good. Now see how can we perform this test. We can test the presence of fat in a given food as follow. What we have to do? Rub a small quantity of the given food in the center of a brown paper. Take a brown paper and rub the given food item that you have to test on the brown paper at the center. Understood? At the center you have to rub. Hold this paper in front of source of light. Hold that brown paper in the source of light and look through it. If the food has left a bright greasy patch on a paper, then fat is present in that food. If the food left a bright greasy patch on the paper, then we will find that fat is present in our given food. The food item being tested may sometimes contain a little water, which may produce a wet patches. If we get a food item which contain water, we have to find the fat. What we will do? So after rubbing the food item on a paper, the item that contain amount of water in it, what we have to do when we rub that food item on the paper? After rubbing the food item on a paper, the paper should be allowed to dry for a while. Let the paper dry for a while. If the greasy patch remains even when the paper is dried, if the greasy patch remain after when the paper gets dry, then the food item contains fat. Then we will suppose that food item contains the fat. If the given item is wet and we have to find it contain fat or not, what we have to do the same thing. Take a brown paper, rub that food item on that paper and let it allow for a while to dry. Allow it for a while to dry. If after drying, if we find the patch, then we will say that the given food item contains, the given watery food item contains the fat. If no greasy patch remains on the paper after drying, then the food item does not contain any fat. And if we dry that brown paper, then after it does not contain any patch, we will say the food item does not contain any kind of fat in it. Understood? Butter is soft food which can be easily rubbed on a paper. Butter is too much soft that can be easily rubbed on a piece of paper. Some food containing fat like groundnuts are quite hard and difficult to rub on a paper. We can test the presence of fat in a hard solid food as follow. Just now we have studied that soft thing can be easily rubbed on a paper, but if we have to find out the presence of fat on a hard food, what we do? Take a small quantity of hard solid food item and place it on a brown paper lying on a table. Put the brown paper on the table and on the brown paper put that food item that we have to test, that hard food item. Understood? Crush the food item by using a small hammer carefully on that paper only. Understood? Crush that food item. Crush means torna. Crush that food item by using a small hammer on that paper only carefully and rub the crushed food item on the paper and rub that item on the paper only. Remove the crushed food from the paper and after that remove the crushed food from the paper and hold the paper toward the source of light. When we remove the crushed food, just take the paper and hold it towards the light. If the food has left a number of bright translucent spot, if it's left number of bright translucent spot on the paper, then fat is present in the food. Then we say that fat is present in the food. Groundnut kernels are hard solid food. Groundnuts are hard solid food. We can test the presence of fat in the groundnut kernels as same. Understood? If many times you have seen when you brought your lunch box to the school, if you put a paper in it and put some oily item on it, when you take out that paper, like when you bringing paratha or puri in your lunch box, what you find, if you take out that white sheet of paper and take it to the light source of light, what you see are white patches. That is the presence of fat you see in your food. Understood? Many times you have seen but you have ignored, but this way we can find out the presence of fat in our food. Our next topic is test for protein in our food. What is our next topic? Test for protein in our food, that we will discuss class 6 in the next class, means your next turn when it is. Please, I think if you have any kind of confusion in the test of presence of carbohydrate or test of presence of fat in your food, then please give me a comment. I'll give you answers of your comment. Have a good day. Bye bye.